What has it been? 2 weeks, a month, probably. Yeah, I got nothing. I need to re-dye my hair, so you already know I had to come back. Dude, today there's a specific topic that I really want to cover because, bruh. This time we're just gonna go blue and accept defeat because remember last time I mixed blue, purple, etc. and it turned out green. I'm just accepting defeat. I'm gonna wait until I get started till I start telling you what I'm gonna talk about. So this is a topic we see a lot online, like we always see someone getting canceled for this. It's something that's just, it's like the dark side of every YouTuber, like it always fucking happens. Okay, and what I'm referring to is someone getting canceled over being a pedophile. Okay, we see it online a lot, but it's way different. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, it is way different when you come across these kinds of situations in real life, especially when you get your first job, depending on age. I am actively 17 years old. I'm a child. Goo goo gaga. Okay, I'm a minor. A lot of people who are also at my job are also not legal. Okay, preface this now. There is quite a few minors at my job because it's a starter position. Obviously there's gonna be a lot of children. So I've had this job for, I want to say like 9-10 months. I've been working there for a good amount of time, and in my time working there I have come into contact with about 3 pedophiles. Okay, which is why it makes me really want to discuss this, because I keep seeing it happen in real life. Okay, and it's the kind of situations that everyone's hush about. So it's like, why is no one reporting this to the cops? Why is no one reporting this? Like, I'm telling trusted adults and the adults are like, oh, that's crazy. Why is no one reporting this to the cops? So this first instance happened quite a while ago, I would say. I'm gonna give no details other than the ages. I'm not gonna describe anyone's looks, nothing. I'm not gonna describe anything, okay? The age gap of this first instance is 17 and 38. Again, I'm not telling genders or nothing. You're not gonna know which one's which, etc., etc. So this child worked with me for quite a while, but this adult worked with me from when I started. Okay, so the adult was there first, and then the child was there more recently, and they played around a lot on shift. Okay, like this kid was constantly getting in trouble for playing around with this adult. Like they would screw around like they were related, you know, like when you see your cool uncle and you're like let me tackle him, like let's go brawl, like in a fun way. It was that kind of relationship seen on shift. Always getting yelled at for, you know, doing dumb shit on shift, duh. And of course it was a relationship that I didn't think went outside of work. One day I get added to this group chat with this minor and the adult and a bunch of other people in between, etc. And I'm like, okay, I want nothing to do with this group chat. I say that because they were sending a bunch of racist stuff, a bunch of racist, homophobic everythings. And I'm like, I don't roll with this. Get me out of here. Sister's in the group chat, and one day the adult sends something like, you look beautiful in that photo. Because they were snapping back and forth. And they're like, the adult was like, you look beautiful in that photo, talking to the minor, okay? And then he deletes it, like right after. But like half the group chat saw it. So they're like, what the fuck? And they ask about it, like, hey, what was that? What was that? And the adult's like, oh, I was drunk. Take it with a grain of salt. Like, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it like how you think I meant it, etc., etc. It's like, okay, excuses. That's only the instance that I know of, okay? But trust me, this escalates. So I guess they text a lot outside of work because, you know, this minor was never ever at work. Like this person worked like 1 day a week. It was like, why are you even here? Who hired you? I guess one day I walk out to take a curbside order and the adult is sitting outside and the adult is on the phone with the minor. And they're just like giggling, like giggle shitter out there, like ain't nothing funny, okay? Ain't nothing funny. You just got off your 4-hour shift and you're sitting outside talking to a 17-year-old child, okay? So that day something gets spread around that group chat and my sister's like, hey Adeline, you want to see this? I'm like, do I something about me, I have my nose in all the business. I I won't act on it, okay, because it's none of my business, but trust me, I'm knowing. I'm here, ears are open. Okay, let me preface this now. This minor had a relationship with a different person, okay? And by word of mouth, it gets out that the partner of the minor was like, my partner lied about where they were at. And obviously with my big nose in everyone's business, and I'm like, get me in on this. Give me the scoop, because I will get to the bottom of it. So my sister goes to work one day, and this minor has a hickey on their neck. And from what we know, their partner is 5 states over, because their partner had to move for family reasons. 5 states over, not in the state. So it's like, hey, what that? And you know, someone questions about it, like, what that? Because it's like out in the open, no way to hide it. It's just right there. And so someone asked, like, what that? It's just like, that is a curling iron burn. Hair was straightened in a ponytail, as it is every day. Are we sure it's a curling iron burn? Are we sure? Obviously, no one believes that bullshit. And I get in contact with this minor's partner. I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, what is going on? And the partner is like, my partner told me that, you know, they were going to a friend's house, and I saw that they were at this person's house, aka the adult. And I don't know why they lied to me, because I that's one of my friends, so it's like, it's kind of weird you'd be at their house, but why would you feel the need to lie about it? Okay, and I'm like, ooh, it's kind of strange. So obviously, by word of mouth, my ears are open. This minor tells someone at my job, just openly, and is like, I went over to this adult's house, and you know, we cracked. At first, I didn't believe it. I'm gonna say that right now. At first, I didn't believe it. But that sounds terrible of me. But it's like, I'm in shock. Like, that really happened? But obviously, there's no other explanation, because this minor's partner is 5 states over. So it's like, who else other than this person that, like, what? And so I leave it. But then there's this, you know, that situation kind of dies down, you know. They both leave, they both quit their job, etc. It's like, none of my business anymore. You're not part of my circus. You're not any of my monkeys, you know. None of my business. I kind of like just move on about my week. And then I'm standing around on shift, and my coworker goes, do you see yourself dating this coworker? And my neck goes, I'm like, what do you know? Like, I was baffled. I was like, who, what, where, why, how, when, what? So my beautiful coworker, I love her. She gets me all the receipts. I love her so much, bro. Like, I don't know how I would have any of this drama or any of this tea or any of this anything without her, you know, because it's like, that's my goat. So she's like, do you see yourself dating this coworker? I'm like, why would you ask me such a random, absurd question? Okay. And so she gets to business. She's like, okay, I went to go make a mop bucket because someone spilled something and obviously need to mop up. And I go back there, and the adult is talking to the adult of the situation, okay? Different adult. The adult is talking to 2 of the minors at the job, which is usual, because it's like, the adults all treat us like we're equal. And so it's like everyone's hanging out with each other. It's like a big group kind of thing. And this adult specifically, I found chill, because it's like, we've only had good interactions. It's like, I thought you were a chill guy. What the fuck? I'm not hiding these identities because I'm trying to defend anybody. This is all terrible. That's why I'm telling you. I'm just hiding identities because I don't want to get questioned by my employers. So this adult is talking to the 2 minors. And when my friend goes back there, my coworker, she's making the mop bucket, and the adult stops her. By this point, the minors walked away. The adult stops her, and she's like, and the adult is like, hey, I need to talk to you. Like, this is some illegal shit. And my coworker's like, oh. But she's playing it off, because it's like, she's got to know what the fuck this girl talking about. Like, she's gotta know. Like, she's gotta find out. So she plays it off. She's like, oh, what is it? Mind you, my friend is friends with these minors, so it's like, protect your pack, I guess. She's like, oh, what is it? And she's like, oh, this minor and me, we hang out sometimes when we're on we both have a day off, you know, we hang out in our spare time. And at first I was like, oh, probably like smoking situation, because name a person in 2026 that I can find that doesn't smoke, because at this point I have given up. I know approximately 4 people who don't smoke, and everyone else lost cause. But obviously that's not my business. I don't care. Do what you want. So I assume it's like a smoking situation. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's not too bad. I mean, days off, smoking, whatever. I know people who I used to go to school with who still do that. So it's like, sounds pretty normal. Not excusable, but normal. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. And then she elaborates, okay? She's like, well, this adult also told me that this minor, like, asked, because, oh my god, wait, I'm off track. So she's like, I take these hangouts. The adult is like, I take these hangouts as, like, flirting. And I'm like, who in their right mind would admit that? Grown adult with children admitting that they take their hangouts on their days off with a minor as flirting. You would have to take a gun and shoot me to get me to admit that. So at this point, I'm jaw to the ground. I'm like, what? Because I thought this was a chill adult. I thought this was just a chill guy. I thought it was chill guy number 1, chill minor number 2, like chill people. It's a chill, like all of the craziness just left. It's just gonna be chill from now on. Guess not. Like a few days later, the adult was like, yeah, the minor wanted me as their back screen, like their home screen of their phone, like their lock screen. And I told them it would be a little too obvious. Obvious of what? Obvious of what? Tell me now. Obvious of what? Like, what the fuck is happening? Okay. And so I guess the minor actually does do it, because my sister told me the other day when they were talking to a manager that she saw the minor open their phone and that was their lock screen. My sister questioned the minor, are you ready to be a parent? And the minor was like, something like that. Mind you, I'm actually close with this person, so it's like, so, you know, that happens, and it's like, oh my god. And so I go to talk to my sister some more. Apparently, on a shift I wasn't working, this minor was, ooh, look at this curl, girl, what the hell? This minor was texting during work. And so obviously, being where we work, everyone was nosy Nelly. They're like, who are you texting? And this minor's like, my friend. You're what now? You're who, what, where, how? So if 1 + 1 = 2. Okay. Like, could be anybody. But with this evidence, I am highly assuming that it is the adult. My friend goes and talks to the adult again. Okay? My friend goes and talks to the adult again. And my friend is like, hey, like, what's going on? And the adult was like, oh, I'm just waiting till this minor turns, 18. I don't want it to be too obvious, blah, blah, blah. This adult is 26 years old, turning 26, with babies, children, babies out the womb, crawling around. What? This minor isn't even in their senior year. This isn't even nowhere near graduating. This minor is nowhere near graduating. Regardless of age, nowhere near graduating. Still crawling around at 6 in the morning trying to get to algebra. That's just 2 instances. There's like another one. There's another one. Yeah. Because it actually turns out that your first job at 16 years old is going to be crawling with pedophiles, and no one's going to warn you. No one. I have not seen a single story time on the internet that is like, guys, I got my first job and it's actually raging with pedophiles. Never seen that in my life. Like, you'll hear a weird story too, like, my manager's weird, blah, blah, blah. My manager's weird, or like, this coworker's weird, but like, there is multiple instances at my job that's just like, I need to quit for my own safety. And my managers do nothing about it. I told my manager about the first instance, and my manager was like, that's fucking disgusting. Duh. Where's the call the law? Call the law on them. Call the fucking law. And the thing is, with this second instance, this is like fresh meat, okay? Like, my friend is literally at work right now getting me intel. This is fresh catch. This is active. And so none of the managers I have met, I think, actually, no, I'm lying. I think the managers are actually onto it, because the other day, one of the managers was like asking one of the other people who worked there, they were like, hey, do you know who this adult hangs out with? And it was such a random question. It's like, why would you ask a random coworker that? Because most people, they wouldn't know who someone hangs out with on their days off. So it's like, why is the manager questioning such a random adult about who they hang out with? And what scares me the most is if I do say something, it's gonna get brushed under the rug. And you wanna know why? Because the managers are besties with this adult. The managers are like this with the adult. That was literally, this adult was a friendship hire, like a rehire from a while ago that everyone gets along with. Like, I actually have nothing to say. I have no words. I have no words at all. I can't even tell how saturated my hair is. But like, I have no words. None. Zero. How does this keep happening in the same building? And why is nothing being done about it? Get brushed. Everyone's gonna be like, what are you talking about? That adult would never do that. Go check the child's lock screen. Go look at it. I just gotta sit here and pray that these people aren't checking my fucking YouTube. I just gotta sit here and... Dude, these children are my friends because I'm a child too. So it's like, I don't want to say something to one of these children and then be like, you're just not cool. What do you mean I'm just not cool? You're getting groomed. I've been groomed. I have a grooming story. It's on my YouTube. You're getting groomed. Like, fuck. Like, I'm literally a month younger than you. And that is a 29-year-old. That is a 29-year-old adult. It's insane to me how we're just letting this happen in the workplaces. And why is there no precautions? Anyways, I gotta let this saturate. It's like, I hear it sound like sizzling and popping in my head, but I'm just gonna keep brushing it out until I think it's saturated enough. I have work in like 30 minutes, but it turned out really good. It turned out really good. Girl.